Welcome again, horror lovers. Today we bring you a very famous legend, the story of Veronica, a girl murdered by her own father. He was an alcoholic priest who, after learning her daughter didn't believe in God, sacrificed her by stabbing her with a knife. However, after death, Veronica's soul ended up stuck at the limbo between our world and the afterlife. And from then on, since she can't rest in peace, Veronica kills anyone who dares to summon her, using the same knife that ended her life. Her spirit is thirsty for revenge towards those who don't believe in the afterlife. Some of you might know that the number 3 is very special in Catholicism. It symbolizes the Trinity of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, as well as the 3 Magi. Moreover, Jesus Christ allegedly died when he was 33 years old. Because of this, it is said that if you place 3 candles in front of a mirror and repeat her name 3 times, she will be summoned. Julia learned about this from a video recommended by YouTube's algorithm and mentioned it to her friends at school. At first, they taunted her, saying that she would never dare to do that ritual. And later on, they all ended up deciding to carry out the ritual together. They gathered all the necessary materials for the ritual, and one of Julia's more timid friends also brought a Bible from his house. He thought that with this book in his hands, Veronica wouldn't be able to hurt them. And so they went into the school's bathroom and closed the door. Then they placed the candles on the floor and lit them. Feeling nervous, they all did a countdown and then repeated in unison, "Veronica, Veronica, Veronica." Nothing happened. They waited a couple of seconds and, feeling both relieved but disappointed, decided to leave. However, when they tried to open the bathroom door, it was locked, and then they heard laughter behind them. The candles went out and they all turned around in fear. They saw a woman with pale skin and her eyes bleeding. Giving them no time to assimilate what was happening, Veronica crossed through the mirror with her knife in her hand and mercilessly killed everyone there, except for Julia, who was holding her friend's Bible in her hands. Veronica then disappeared and the bathroom door burst open. And when Julia rushed out of there, the Bible she had started to burn. When Julia arrived home, she locked herself in her room. She couldn't tell this to anyone. All of her friends had died because of her. The bodies were found hours later when a janitor went into the school's bathroom. The families of the victims were deeply affected, and journalists were piling up at the school's entrance. She went to the bathroom to wash her face and see if maybe everything that happened was just a bad dream. However, as she entered the bathroom, she found her mirror covered in blood with an inscription saying, "It's me, Veronica. You should have never summoned me."
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode.